Welcome back to Meet Us in the Ring.
Finally on a Sunday.
Girl,
For
and then,
now.
Yeah, next week we're going to have to do another Monday. Blame Maddie. Anyway,
Maddie.
Maddie.
I know. Listen, like I got plans and my schedule is going to be so out of whack this week. So I'm really not excited about that, but it's going to be worth it because Thursday I get to see my favorite baseball team, the Phillies, play in person.
And well, tell me, who do we got in the chat?
Who do we got in the chat? We got Zach. We got Nas, my boy Nas. I love my boy Nas. We got Fernando and we got Maria. Thank you for joining us, guys. What is going on?
Maria said, Hola, chicas. Hola, ¿cómo estás? How's my accent? Probably not good.
I don't know. I feel like I, of all people, shouldn't be the judge of that. I mean, you know.
Same. I'm starting to get my winter shade again, even though it's still summer. But
oh no, what's going on, Anthony?
I appreciate you guys being here because I actually forgot to post on Instagram that for today's episode. That's okay.
Tisk.
Speaking of. Make sure to follow us on Instagram and TikTok if you're not already. Subscribe to the podcast and leave a comment letting us know what you guys want us to talk about because we have some weeks available before Clash in Paris, which who knows if we're even going to talk about that because I'm mad at WWE still.
Yeah, I'm still on my WWE hiatus, kind of.
That's why most of our topics today are going to be not WWE related.
Even though the title of the fucking episode is
that's for that's for what's it called, SEO, like for
yeah,
gotta use it to our advantage.
Can we get this part out of the way? Like one of the clips we posted this week, which I thought was absolutely hilarious, which is why I clipped it, was us being like, I feel like SummerSlam could have been an email. And people got mad, and I'm like, oh my god, we literally cannot win, like no matter what we say. Which, by the way, like I don't know about you, girl, I'm pretty sure you're gonna agree with me. I was like 70% joking about that. Like it was just kind of like playful banter that we were just like screwing around, and I feel like most of you guys who are watching right now understood that. But there was literally like somebody who was like, this was a terrible take. And I was like, well, first of all, it wasn't a take because it was literally just like a joke.
Yeah.
SummerSlam could have been an email, which I just thought was funny. And I was like, it just, that annoys me. It's like, no matter what we do, no matter what we say, there's always going to be one person that's like, L take. And it's like, shut the fuck up.
Maddie, we're women in the wrestling space. Everything we say is always going to be an L take. Like, that's just what it is. Like that comment that I sent you and Jonathan that was on our video. In the kitchen. Can't. Guys,
why don't we should do an episode reading hate comments.
I genuinely want to. I want to do an episode of us reading hate comments because guys, like people think that we're joking when we say that we get a lot of hate. No, we genuinely get a lot of hate, and like we're not even that famous. We're not even famous period
at all. Like,
but yet still get tons of hate comments. And I get it when you post on the internet. Obviously, you are subjecting yourself to criticism, but there's a difference between criticism and hatred.
Yeah, like I think sometimes people will comment things like, "Oh, I disagree with this. Why did you think that?" And like I do not mind those comments because it's like, yeah, let's have an open conversation. But if you're just telling me to get back in the kitchen, like we're in the 1800s, no, there's no respectful conversation to be had because you're just an idiot.
And he followed us too, so it's like, boy, you better stop.
That's iconic.
But anyway, we're here to talk about women's wrestling. So some things that have kind of been hot topics from this past week. We're going to talk about Tiffany Stratton on Logan Paul's podcast. Athena is going to be cashing in for her title shot at Forbidden Door against Toni Storm. Slay. Shotzi is going to have a match against Matt Cardona for the Garage Beer Championship at GWC or GCW. Right. Sorry. Kind of iconic. And Alexa Bliss, our bestie, her birthday was yesterday, actually. And they had a birthday celebration for her on SmackDown.
Which we didn't watch because...
Oh, true. Have not been watching. So
but I
know
also just haven't really been watching the weekly shows anyway because I don't have time.
Yeah. I know you wanted to talk about Karrion Kross and Scarlett. So do you want to start off with that?
Yeah. So, as most of you know, Karrion and Scarlett's deal is set to expire this weekend.
Mm-hmm.
I think it already has. And there are reports that they've been offered a contract and said no. There have been reports they were offered a contract and said yes. There are reports that they weren't offered anything. So it's kind of like, what are we doing? I personally feel like they re-signed. And WWE wants to do another work where we think, oh, no more Karrion Kross and Scarlett, but then they're going to show up.
Mm-hmm.
But it could also very well be, well, maybe they actually are just done. But considering Karrion Kross is one of WWE's top merch sellers right now, and they were moved to the alumni section. That's right, Trey. But still, how many times have we seen that? And then they just go right back, So I feel like they re-signed. But who knows? I don't know. Do you guys think it was work? Like, what do you think, girl?
Listen, I wouldn't be surprised if, even though Karrion just had a match at a pay-per-view, that they would be released or like not re-signed, because we've seen this before where someone was supposed to have like a big match coming up and then they're like, yeah, never mind.
That's true.
So, and them being moved to the alumni section, I did see a picture of that. Yeah, I don't really know what to make of it, but I wish they would have done more with Scarlett. I wish we could have actually seen her wrestle more, and not just be Karrion's valet. You just in the background,
Yeah.
I wanted to see more.
I hope that he did re-sign, because I actually have started to really, like a lot of people have started to really like Karrion Kross, and I don't know. He has a lot of haters, but so does most wrestlers. So I don't know. I kind of want to see some more. I mean, he put an hourglass in front of Roman Reigns, and we just never did anything with that. So maybe we could do something with that.
Yeah. By the way, happy National S'mores Day, everybody. Period.
I don't really like s'mores that much. It is too
what
sugary. Like, I don't know. I've become a bit of a fitness freak, so I just can't like.
I love s'mores. Oh my gosh. I used to make them all ghetto on like my stove and on the electric stove. Don't ask me how I did that.
Yeah, that's nuts. I love having a gas stove. I don't think I could ever go back.
Also would put them in the toaster oven, so there's that too.
That's so valid though. That's valid.
But anyway, Trey said Scarlett wasn't that good in ring, but as a manager, yes, just not as a wrestler.
That is also true.
I think she could have gotten better, just like how Maxine Dupree's gotten better, just like how BFAB's gotten better. Like there's, it's a learned skill that you can learn.
Maybe she doesn't want to learn. Maybe she prefers being a manager.
Maybe also that's so fair. Because you don't even have to put your body on the line. You're still getting paid decent.
You just have to watch your man do that.
Yeah. Well, let's talk about Athena and Toni Storm, because I'm locked in for this, because guys, like I said, still kind of mad at WWE right now. So I've been paying attention to AEW stuff.
Yay.
Literally, I was watching like clips on YouTube, like watching matches on YouTube at like 8:00 in the morning the other day. And Jonathan was like, that's when you know it's bad, when Mary is over here watching AEW clips.
Yeah. Wild. Absolutely wild.
But yeah, I watched her promo of her saying that at Forbidden Door she's gonna cash in on Toni Storm and have her title opportunity. And I don't know, how do you feel about like her, preemptively saying that?
Don't love it. But I mean, fair enough. Like I'd kind of rather them set it up to where they can have a whole length match without any shenanigans and have a fair winner, instead of like Tony's in the middle facing someone else and then boom, Athena comes out like it's Money in the Bank. Like wouldn't love that. So I guess I'd prefer it. I don't like Athena's promos.
Really?
No, she just like, and she's so like, she's amazing in the ring, so I have no critiques there. But I don't know, her promo skills have always just been like kind of corny to me, and just like it's just like I don't know. It's like I know I'm watching someone perform. Like it doesn't really come off as authentic to me. Like I don't know. And like the whole forever champion thing, it's like anytime I hear that, my mind just goes to Kaylee Ray, who was like OG forever champ. So it's like you couldn't have thought of like a different name. I don't know. I just she's great, but this I've never just really been a fan. TBH. Hot take.
Well, I feel like in WWE they didn't really let her talk that much. Like I feel like her kind of her gimmick was more like mysterious and you never know what she's gonna do. And so but as Athena, I don't know. I liked her promo. I liked her backstage promo for her saying that she was gonna cash in because it felt, I mean, I can see what you're saying, like maybe it doesn't feel genuine, like it feels performative. But at the same time, what else are you gonna do when you're just like talking to the camera?
Yeah,
like,
that's a good point.
So I you know, it's hard to sometimes feel like you're actually like talking to the person when you're just talking to the camera.
Yeah.
Maybe it would have felt a little bit better if like she was saying it to Tony's face. I don't know.
I guess. I don't know. I just still maybe it's just the style of promo she does.
Maybe, but are you excited for this match at least?
I mean, like I want to be, but I don't see Toni Storm losing. So it's like, can I, you know, I mean, it's going to be a great match and I'm excited to watch. I still have yet to get around to watching the full match between Toni and Mercedes. I've only seen clips of that. But yeah, I think it's going to be a good match. I really do hope Toni retains though.
I mean, yeah, I feel like it's going to be a really good match. I don't foresee Toni losing, but we've been wrong recently about things. So you never know in wrestling. You never know.
That is very true.
But I'm excited for it regardless. I know it's going to be a good match. They're both incredible performers. Have they worked together before? Like, have they had a lot of matches before?
I feel like they've definitely wrestled each other at least once before. Maybe before either of them were champions. I can't remember though.
Oh, Trey said Tony's promos were great. Athena's were snooze fest. Rude.
Damn. Crazy.
Well, who do you think promos are worse, Athena's or Natty's?
I don't know. Like sometimes in Italian, we'll have moments where she's like, she just randomly like eats, you know, like she just pops off, like that Becky Lynch promo where she's like, "You went down to NXT and stole those opportunities." Like I was like, okay, talk your shit.
Period.
But then yeah, she'll do other stuff where it's like, "You ginger witch," and I'm like, okay, now you're losing me, girl.
Yeah, I feel like if they just like let her, I feel like if they let her cuss, I feel like it'd be a lot better, to be honest.
Yeah.
Because she just tries to say things that are like PG, so then it just sounds corny.
It sounds like childish in a way, yeah.
Yeah. But I love Natty. Don't get it twisted, everybody. Don't take this out of context, period.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah. She follows me on Twitter, period.
She follows us on Instagram.
Yeah.
And Natty's doing work in AAA and like other promotions right now, and I love they're letting her do those. It's just so fantastic. But like I said, speaking of like the indies and stuff, Shotzi and Matt Cardona for, I just can't get over the name, the Garage Beer Championship. I can't get over it at GCW. And I love when they let women and men have matches together.
Yeah,
and it's
that
not
is fun.
And it's not a mixed tag. It's not whatever, you know. I just love when they just let people wrestle. Like, because apparently that's like the norm in places like Australia. Like they're like, we don't have like a women's division and men's division. It's like everybody just wrestles everybody. At least in some,
that's cool.
In some that I've seen. Maybe not all of them, but
yeah.
So I really like that, and I love that Shotzi is kind of trying to be like queen of the indies, like how Matt is like the king of the indies or whatever. even though he like is still trying to get back in WWE. So
yeah, and literally never stops talking about them.
But I love that they're gonna have a match against each other. I'm hoping that Shotzi is like really putting in work for this because Matt is a really good wrestler. No matter like how people feel about him, because like I don't necessarily, I'm not a big fan of him. Obviously he's Mr. Chelsea Green to me. So
exactly. And I think he loves being known as that too.
Hey, that's iconic. Just how Buddy is Mr. Rhea Ripley. I'm just
yeah.
And Alexa's husband he's Mr. Alexa Bliss, and he has fully embraced that.
I know.
Fully. I love it.
As he should. He was so nice too when we met him. Like,
I know.
I literally went to shake his hand and he just was like, nope, and just gave me a hug. And I was like, oh, I like you. You're nice.
I know. He's such a nice guy. But like we've always kind of been opposites in how we feel about Shotzi, because I feel like you've been more of a fan of hers and I have not been so much, just because I feel like she's not great in the ring. But how do you feel about this? And are you gonna watch it? Like obviously probably not live, but at least like watch it on YouTube or something. Watch the match?
I think I would definitely go back and watch that. I don't know. I've always really, because I kind of like resonate with her in a sense. Like she's talked about, you know, growing up being the weird kid, being the outcast, like the person that was bullied. You know, she shaved her head when I believe it was her sister that got cancer. So like growing up and also being a kid that was bullied a lot, like I just kind of really like how she's now in her adult womanhood sense, whatever, has just kind of fully embraced being her weird self and not caring. And now here she is wrestling a dude for a beer championship. Like she's just cool and she's just fun and she's just not like, I don't know, reckless is the bad word. Like she's just carefree. That's the word I'm looking for. And I would definitely go back and watch this match and just see, because Matt Cardona, like you said, is really a good wrestler. So I'd love to see how she is going up against him.
Yeah, I appreciate what you're saying. And I will say, when it came Halloween time in WWE, like I always loved when she would host NXT Halloween Havoc, and like her Halloween costumes were always on point, always incredible. Like so the pinhead, the Beetlejuice, like it just they were just always so good, and I love that about her. I think she's actually gonna be at an event this upcoming weekend, possibly. It's like a Halloween type of event, I think.
It's August.
Well, yeah, but Summerween, babes.
Summerween. I can't. Christmas in July, all this BS. I don't like it.
Because summer sucks. Maybe that's a hot take. I hate summer.
No, I as a kid, summer is paradise and it's the best thing ever. But when you're an adult and you just want to go buy groceries, but you have to put on the bug spray so you don't get eaten, and then you're sweating as soon as you step outside, and you're like, ugh, it sucks. I hate it. Don't get me wrong. I hate going to get groceries in the wintertime because I'm like watching everywhere I step so I don't slip on ice and crack my brain. But like at least in the fall, I'm not pouring sweat, like just from going to get some goldfish from Target.
Yeah, seriously. Like me and my brother are so opposites. He loves summer. He loves the beach. Like I'm so not. I hate summer. I don't like the beach. Like I don't, I don't mind.
I love the beach.
Hold on. I don't mind like, laying on the sand, reading my Kindle, whatever. I hate the ocean.
Really? I love it.
I'm a water sign, but I hate the ocean. I'll say it.
That's so crazy. I can't wait because my parents live by the beach. I'm going to see them at the end of this month, and I can't wait to get in that ocean. So excited.
I'd rather be in a pool than the ocean.
My sister is like that. So I've heard this side of the story before.
Well, good. Me and your sister can chill in the pool, and you and Jonathan can go to the beach, period.
Fall is the best season, hands down. That's why I'm so excited.
I'm torn. I mean, I love fall, obviously, because my birthday is in fall. Duh. But
love that.
And like Halloween and stuff like that. But like, I am such a Christmas girly. I just am. I love Christmas so much.
I mean,
Even
is
though
it still like freezing cold? It's not cold for you guys in like December, is it?
maybe that's why, because it doesn't
Yeah.
get, it's not like super super cold. And also like, yes, I love Christmas, but no, I do not want to be in snow. So
Mm.
dissect that how you will.
Well, as someone who lives in a four seasons area, yes, winter is rough.
Yeah, maybe that's why I'm
Yeah,
I'm not like opposed to winter. Because yeah, if I had to be in the snow all the time, I probably wouldn't like it.
it's a bit depressing. Yeah.
Anyway, we
We
digress.
digress. Oh my god.
Back to Shotzi and Matt.
Yeah.
I will watch this match like whenever it comes out. The the episode comes out August 23rd. So that is two Saturdays. Yes, 2 Saturdays from yesterday. So if you guys have nothing to do on that Saturday night, watch GCW, watch Shotzi and Matt Cardona, the king queen of the indies,
Love
as
that.
they are being called. But I want to talk about Alexa Bliss's birthday celebration because so iconic. Again, Charlotte is just doing so like just such amazing work right now. And
Yeah.
I saw a post today that was like WWE tried for 10 years to make Charlotte likable. Alexa Bliss did it with one entrance. And
Yeah, for real.
I'm like that's so freaking true. Like
Yeah.
the fact that WWE has been trying to get us to love Charlotte all this time and Alexa Bliss did it in a matter of weeks.
Yeah.
Literally like 2 weeks, you know what I mean?
Well, I also
But
don't think that WWE, like, they need to understand that all they had to do was stop pushing her into the main title picture so much. And like have her do a little side quest action, and
yeah,
then she's so much more interesting. And I think the same thing would happen if they do it for Becky, but no, they just want to keep slapping titles on her.
and Rhea, I think she needs to go on some side quests.
Yes, which hopefully they finally do, since Naomi will not be facing her. But yeah, no, like I mean, I think we all like liked Charlotte and like loved who she is like outside of the ring, but just like Queen Charlotte Flair in the ring was like, can we see someone else hold the
Something
title?
else,
Can we
yeah.
see someone else get this opportunity? And now that she's not in it, and yes, she's a tag champion, but I feel like that's different because that division is so like dead. So we need someone, her and Alexa, to kind of bring it back to life. And I think they're doing like a really good job of that. So
Yeah, I 100% think Charlexa can revive the tag titles.
yeah.
Praying, knock on wood, that nothing happens to either of them because those tag titles are so cursed. But you know what?
Mhm.
Alexa Bliss gives off Bruja energy, so I think she can reverse the curse on those tag titles. But her birthday celebration on SmackDown, Charlotte got her a cake,
Oh,
and even
cute.
though I'm pretty sure like it had like a congratulations to them as tag team champions, and then it just like in the
Oh, okay.
corner said happy birthday Alexa.
Of course. I love that they're kind of keeping part of her character like that.
But then she gave Alexa two gifts. One of them
Oh.
was Lily, the Lily doll with the We're
Oh.
Not Friends t-shirt. And
Mm.
Alexa was like, oh, Lily. And
Oh.
then another gift, she pulled out, and this is a callback to at least a few years ago. She pulled out Charlie, the doll.
No.
The doll that Alexa made for her.
Oh my god, I remember that, dude. That's when they were beefing for Extreme Rules. When
Was it
Charlotte was
Extreme
Raw.
Rules?
It was their build up to Extreme Rules when Charlotte was the Raw Women's Champion. Yeah. I remember that. That was their build up. That, which by the way, even though that match like wasn't memorable whatsoever, I can't remember if it was good or bad. I loved the build for that. It was so much fun to watch.
But yeah, she pulled out Charlie, and she was also wearing a We're Not Friends t-shirt. And she was like, since we're tag partners, I felt like Lily needed a tag team partner. So now it's Lily and Charlie.
Wait, why is that kind of cute? Why do I have to go back and actually watch this now?
Yeah, go back and watch it. It's iconic.
What's going on, Cap? That's
True.
crazy.
Charlie with the big pop. Truly, the crowd was going, Charlie, Charlie, Charlie.
That's what they did in the back and when Alexa first pulled it out too.
It was so good.
That's a great callback. Wow.
Yeah. Speaking of crowd pops, side quest really quick. Nikki and Becky's promo battle.
We gotta talk about that.
Oof. You guys, you know I love my girl Nikki till the ends of the earth, but Becky cooked her. She just did.
See, this is where I'm gonna this is a rare moment where I'm gonna defend Nikki Bella so hard right now. Can we stop? Can we please anytime and I'm not blaming Becky for this whatsoever because she was solely given a script to read and that's exactly what she did. So period, Becky, we love that. However, can we stop with the John Cena shit? Nikki has not been with him for a minute. She chose to leave him.
Yeah, and like 6 years ago.
Literally. And he's happily married and we love that. And she's in her single woman era and we also love that. So like, why are we still associating Nikki with Cena? Like,
because
you couldn't
it's always gonna
be.
Else.
Yeah, that's so dumb. And I just feel, and I'm sure Nikki didn't care because she's a good sport, but it's like,
yeah,
why are we still doing that? That's so lame to me. And I just did not enjoy Becky's burn at all because to me, it's like, well, how many times have we heard that? Like, how many times did Natalya say that when she went against Nikki? How many times did Ronda say that when she went against Nikki? How many times did Charlotte? You know, it's the same shit, but in a different toilet. So I honestly didn't think it was a good line at all. And I was like, well, I'm not like, whoa. Because again, that's like the 17,000th time we've heard that.
The crowd did, though. They went off.
Well, of course they did. They're gonna eat up anything that they hear, you know. But I just was like, you and this is me talking about the writers, not Becky. You could have thought of any other line. Like you could have done anything else. Like I personally would have gone for like, oh, you're some kind of diva dig where you can't hang with the girls now because you're just a diva from the old days. But we just had to go with Nikki's ex-husband from like 6 years ago or boyfriend from 6. Like really, that to me is lazy. And I feel like I'm the only person on this planet that feels that way. And that's totally fine. But I love when writers come up with like, as a writer myself, like new material, like fire material that we haven't heard before. So I don't really understand why the crowd was like, whoa, because like you guys have heard that a million times.
At least it was a little bit more creative than like Ronda's.
Hers was like, fire, though.
the only door you opened was to John's bedroom.
That's iconic. That's a good line. That's a great line. And I'm pretty sure Ronda probably came up with that herself.
Don't give her that much credit.
I know. But like, and then I went on Twitter afterwards and I see a bunch of people being like, yeah, Nikki really fumbled Cena. Like,
huh?
Do you understand that she broke up with him?
Do you understand that he wanted her to sign a contract to live in his house? Please.
Crazy. Thank you, Naz, for agreeing. I don't know. It just like, I understand that it was like a, you know, they were trying to do fire promo, whatever, but it just didn't stick the landing for me. And I felt bad for Becky because I was like, I feel like Becky Lynch could have come up with a better line by herself, but she's being given the same comeback, just reworded different. And I'm like, how you guys are not creative whatsoever.
It is a low blow and it's low hanging fruit, but sometimes that's all it takes to hit, you know?
I suppose.
Just like when people talked about like when the New Day was having the promo battle with the Usos and they brought up Xavier Woods and Paige and that whole situation. It was low hanging fruit and low blow.
I can't even laugh at that because like,
dude, that was brutal.
You know how I feel about Miss Saraya, but like I will always be a defender for her in that situation because people were just like so mean to her.
We are a defender of women and their rights and their wrongs. Period.
Yes, yes, absolutely. Well, for the most part.
Well, we, you know, there's fine lines to everything, but but I feel like, you know, because you brought up like people always, you know, bring up John stuff and Nikki promos, but how often do people bring up Nikki and John promos? I feel like not often.
fucking, I keep swearing, but fucking double standards. And it's so annoying because why does Nikki Bella have to constantly be punished by hearing about some guy she dated, but John never hears any of it? And like, I feel like if I were to pose this argument to a man, probably they would make the argument, well, Nikki's not as big as Cena, so it doesn't matter. True. But like, can we just drop it all together? Because like, they're not together. And they haven't been together for over half a decade.
I'm just glad they didn't like bring up her more recent relationship stuff, like, because that would have been real low. But
I feel like Becky would have refused to talk about that. Like, I feel like if they gave Becky Lynch that script, she would have been like, no, I'm not doing that.
Because like, you know, everything with Tiffany and Charlotte and how people were mad at Tiffany for what she said and that kind of stuff. So
that's a good transition.
Well, I was just gonna say really quick. I'm actually excited for Becky versus Nikki because I feel like Nikki is in a new version of herself. Becky is Becky. So if they do it at Clash in Paris, I think it'll be a good match to have on the pay-per-view. If they do it on a Raw, I'm gonna be upset.
Give Nikki the title.
Imagine I would lose my ever-loving mind if they gave Nikki the title.
I would like them to.
That'd be so iconic.
Yeah.
And I don't care. People would be so mad, and I don't care.
That would be great. I would love it. I'm not gonna lie.
But then like Lyra gets it back right after or something.
Yeah, this is what we pay to see.
And everybody in the comments is gonna be like, this is why you guys shouldn't be in the writer's room. And it's like, shut up. We're having fun.
Well, girl, we're not in the writer's room. So what, like, your point doesn't stand.
Yeah. But we did want to talk about Tiffany for a moment. So if you guys didn't see, Tiffany was on the Logan Paul Impulsive podcast. And she talked about a situation. This was a few years ago.
Yeah, when she was in NXT.
When she was in NXT and she had to take some time off because she was in a situation where she was in a parking garage, and I think she said that she cut someone off.
Yeah.
And there was a girl and her boyfriend in a car, and the girl started yelling at Tiffany. Tiffany was yelling back. Tiffany got out of the car. The other girl got out of the car. They started exchanging words, started scrapping basically. And then the girl's boyfriend came out of the car, and instead of de-escalating the situation like he should have, or pulling his girlfriend away to get in the car, this man proceeds to step on Tiffany's face, giving her a curb stomp, for lack of a better word. And that is why she had to take time off in NXT, because her face was busted.
Yeah.
Because a man decided to step on her face. So say what you got to say.
Well, I made a whole crash out video about this on my TikTok because I was just so angry. Like, I'm not a Tiffany Stratton fan. Because, and we don't need to go into why, but I'll just say a few things came out and I was like, you know, the way I kind of am with some people. But the amount of comments that I saw where people were like, oh, that guy, yeah, he was justified in doing that. Like, basically saying that. And I'm like, what? I was so upset. And I was like, I can't believe there's so many men justifying assaulting a woman. And I'm not like sitting here saying that women assaulting men is justified, because like, no, absolutely not. But the thing is, no one's having to say that, because that's just a thing that doesn't need to be said. You know what I mean? Like, it's just unwritten rule. We already know that. So when I made my video and I'm like, what the actual living frick is wrong with you idiots saying that this man was justified, this grown ass man who should have saw his girlfriend fighting with Tiffany, should have been like, hey, no, this is stupid. Like, it's whatever. Let's go. Let's leave. But no, he didn't do that and decided to assault her. And then there were some people in my comment section, like somebody said, well, why are you only blaming the man? Why aren't you going after the woman? I'm like, because it doesn't need to be said. Like, I'm basically already saying that this shouldn't have happened. But I just was so, and then someone was like, well, you should blame the man. You shouldn't blame you should blame the woman. You shouldn't blame the man. I'm like, Oh my God.
Everyone was in the wrong in this situation.
There was
Everyone.
nobody in this situation that was in the right. Tiffany should have never cut off the person, but these two people in the car should have been like, they could have just flipped her off, gone about their day. Like, it's really getting cut off. And girl, you drive, I drive. We've been through it too. We've been cut off. It's never that serious to get out of my car and do that.
No, I have never been like, let me stop what I'm doing, get out of my car and cause a scene. I've never in my life. And listen, we're going on the record saying Tiffany was wrong. The other girl was wrong. The man was wrong. Everybody was wrong. Everyone in this situation. Wrong. Everything could have been avoided. But the fact that like people are kind of not in that same mentality as us, like, I don't know. It's so weird to me. It's so weird.
Like, it's not that serious. You got cut off. Oh no, flip off the guy, scream in your car, go about your day. Because you know why? Because it's not that goddamn serious. Like, hello. But I don't know. I didn't say anything about the girl fighting Tiffany in my video because I just didn't feel like anything needed to be said because it was just stupid. Like, yeah, she was a dumb. They're both stupid. They're both stupid. The guy is even more stupid because he did probably the worst thing out of everybody. And he just happened to be a man. And I don't know. I just feel like as a grown-ass man, you should see these two girls fighting and just be like, this is stupid. Like, we don't have time for this. Girlfriend, like, let's just get in the car and let's just go. Like, whatever. She's dumb. She made a poor decision while driving. The best thing we can do is just get away from her. You understand?
Exactly.
Like, let me compare it. There's one time me and my sister went to visit our parents and we drove to the grocery store together. It's pouring rain. It's dark. And some guy cuts us off. And what did I do? I pulled over and I got really mad. I was like, swearing, but I pulled over, waited for him to be out of sight, got back on the road. Because you know why? Because it's not that serious. It's never that serious. So
because you have a developed frontal lobe. Period.
It makes me like, on a super serious note, makes me really sad to see to see grown men like justifying the injury and assault of a woman. Like, if you hate women, just say that.
Well, it's the same men who are happy to see Brock Lesnar back, but we won't talk about that.
I sent Mary and Jonathan this picture like last week of me in the gym, and I was like, got the gym to myself because all the fatties are at home celebrating Brock Lesnar.
I'm dead.
Get in the gym.
Oh, not you body shaming.
But you know what? Like, as women, we've just had enough. Like, why is it okay for them to say it but not us? Why is it that they get away with it, but the minute a woman wants to fight back, like myself, boom, I'm in the wrong? Because like somebody said something to me on Twitter when I was talking about Brock about my appearance, and so I wrote back being like, you should go to the gym. And then I mean, why not? And then all the men in the replies, you're body shaming. It's like, did you not read what he said to me though? So it's what he said to me is okay. You know what I mean? I don't know. Rant over. But like, being a woman really sucks sometimes.
It does. It does. We'll get back to wrestling. Sorry for the tangent, guys.
Crazy episode though. Not that I would ever watch Logan Paul's like a full episode of Logan Paul's podcast. No. But
hail to the nah.
But just one last thing. Even Logan Paul, when she brought up that the guy stomped on her face, even Logan Paul was like, "Oh my God, that's horrible. That's awful." Even Logan Paul did that. So,
and if he's saying it, oof.
We might have to like not say fuck Logan Paul in this episode because he ate that one little thing. But that's also the bare minimum.
So. Truly, bottom of the barrel.
Bottom of the barrel. Jesus Christ.
Anyway.
Can we, I don't know what else you have, but I just really quick, can we talk about how awful the Clash in Paris graphics are?
Bro. For the Cena and the fact that John Cena is going to have a match with Logan Paul at Clash in Paris as one of his final pay-per-view matches of his entire career. I can't. Sorry for yelling.
And they're using Starry Night, which like if you know the backstory behind Starry Night, like that's just such a poor decision. Like my art
Yikes.
history nerd is coming out, but like,
Yeah.
holy shit. And they're using AI.
Of course. Why wouldn't
It's like,
they?
oh my god. Oh my god. Show the graphics. I mean, like, I don't know. I can't look it up right now, but
Here,
if you just like the moving
you
graphics, they
talk,
have
I'll
like,
find it.
oh, okay. They have like Van Gogh's Starry Night like moving around, but it's like I don't know. I'm not 1,000% sure, but the backstory behind that is like he was in a mental institution when he painted that. It's not even like of Paris, not even his best work. Hot take. Like they could have used any other one of Van Gogh's Paris paintings, and they chose that. And I was just like, you guys are so uneducated and stupid. But AI, anyone else sick of AI? I'm so tired. I'm so tired.
I am so tired of AI. I can't do it.
It's so annoying. Like, I don't find that shit funny. I don't find it entertaining. Like, when Blackpink used AI in their Jump music video, I was like, bye. Bye. So it's, I don't know. And like, I'm sure Jonathan probably yeah, girl, don't get me started. I'm sure Jonathan like probably hates seeing that too, WWE, because like you could be so creative with your graphics, but instead of channeling that creativity or hiring people that could channel that creativity, you're just using AI. And it's like, oh my God, AI is literally putting people out of work. And AI is not even doing a good goddamn job. Because what the fuck? Yeah. Also, isn't Roman the cover of
Okay, can you see it?
I have to leave. I have to leave. What is happening?
So this is the artwork for Clash in Paris.
Why is Logan making that face?
I don't know. He's doing serious duck lips in that photo. But anyway, ooh,
so pathetic. We hate Matrix. AI. Okay. But it's so bad. Jonathan, I need you to look up the moving graphics where they have like this swirl of the painting moving, and it's just like the most pathetic thing I've ever seen. Like this company is single-handedly sinking their own ship. Like they're the Titanic and the iceberg.
And they're sinking other people because to move on to our main topic, which is WWE infiltrating AAA's TripleMania. Literally almost every match has WWE superstars.
Well, they own the company though, right? So that's not that surprising.
Well, is it ownership or is it partnership? I don't know. I don't think know the ownership. Difference, to be honest.
Like the same way that Tony Khan, who needs to come on the show, owns Ring of Honor.
Okay. But still, I mean,
right?
You can still like not put your stars in every single match.
Oh, they're a partner. Oh, if they're a partner, then yeah, I completely agree with you.
So, the first match, well, I don't know what order it's going in, but the first match on here is for it's a 4-way match for the AAA Mega Championship, and Dominic Mysterio, Dragon Lee, and El Grande Americano are all in this match with El Hijo del Vikingo. 1 AAA star and 3 WWE superstars, with one of them being a fuck-ass American lucha.
It's literally their most MAGA gimmick ever, and I hate it
literally. So much. And then the second match is the Judgment Day of Finn Balor, JD McDonough, and Raquel Rodriguez versus Mr. Iguana, Nino Hamburguesa, and Lola Vice. So that's 1, 2, 3, technically 4 because Mr. Iguana debuted on SmackDown. 5 people out of that match are WWE stars.
No, I don't.
And they just keep throwing Lola into the AAA stuff, even though like she's Colombian. Like she's not even Mexican. I think she's Colombian.
But you know what the sad thing is that WWE probably doesn't even know the difference. They're like, you speak Spanish? Boom, you're Mexican now. Get in that ring.
Stephanie Vaquer is Chilean. She's not Mexican either.
And they're like, you know what, Stephanie? You're Mexican now. Get in that ring.
The next match is Los Garza, which is Berto and Angel, versus Pagano and Psycho Clown, who debuted with Mr. Iguana.
Okay, but that match though, that period
sounds like it's gonna bang.
Good. I'm glad they
I've always been, and you know this, I've always been a Los Garza fan since they were Los Lotarios. Like, dude, I've always been riding for them. So
they should have won the tag titles. I was so mad they didn't.
Period.
They didn't even get a match for them, I don't think.
But I mean, they're the AAA World Tag Titles, tag team champions. So
right, they are right now.
Yeah, they're the champions right now.
Oh, yeah.
And then the fourth match is the only one that doesn't have any WWE superstars, and that's El Mesías, I hope I'm saying that right, versus El Hijo de Dr. Wagner Jr. They're the only ones that aren't WWE stars. And then the last match is Flamer versus Fabi Apache and Natalia. Shout out to my girl Natalia for being on TripleMania. She's so iconic. She is transcending WWE. She is forging her own path. I am loving this era of Natty.
I just like, I don't know. The Judgment Day. Why do they like Dom? I can understand.
Yeah.
I mean, shit. Maybe even Raquel I could understand. Why is Finn Balor in here? Like, what?
Two Irishmen.
Oh, what? And we love Finn Balor, you know, but like, I don't know. He should not be on that card.
But this is the card for their WrestleMania. That's insane.
No.
And Natty, though arguably one of the whitest women in the WWE, Miss Canada, is going to be facing in a triple threat for the Reina de Reinas championship.
Match is gonna
bang, honestly, that match is gonna bang because all those women are fantastic.
Match
but I've never watched a TripleMania. Like, well, I've watched one all the way through because I watched it at Jonathan's house. But like, this is this weekend, by the way. This is August 16th. This weekend.
We're almost halfway through August. Holy crap.
Oof. Yeah.
Oh my god.
But like, I might have to sit. I'll be sad. I think I'm gonna be sad.
I can't because I'll be at work, so you'll have to let me know how it is.
Okay, I'll send you the match, at least Natty's match for sure.
Speaking of WrestleManias, quick side tangent.
Oof.
Did you hear that they're discussing having 2 WrestleManias?
This is why I can't. What do you mean? You already made WrestleMania not as special by having it be 2 nights. Then you made it even less special by having a 2-night SummerSlam. Now you want to have 2 WrestleManias in 1 year? Are you insane? Nicholas Khan, are you actually an idiot? I'm so sorry.
They made it even more less special because we're going back to Vegas.
I mean, that I don't care about. But 2 WrestleManias? How? How do you expect that to go over well?
I just think so. I think it's like Saudi Arabia wants to have one, but it's like, you understand you guys don't deserve one. Like, that just takes away like how special WrestleMania is.
Yeah. By the way, Jonathan said, I think you guys are missing the point. This is huge for Mexico. They don't get WWE stars there ever. I get that. I do. But I don't think they needed to be on almost every single match.
Yeah.
I feel like that's fair to say.
Yeah, I think that is very fair to say. Or at least if you're going to have them, at least make sure all the stars are not like, you know, Irish.
And Canadian.
Right. Like, oh my god. 2 Rumble. Well, no, but I think they want to do a 2-night Royal Rumble.
Shut up. Shut up.
I'm actually starting to hate this company like really bad.
This is worse when they had their era of like every pay-per-view. They'd be like, we have 3 main events tonight.
Oh my god.
That era was so terrible. This might be worse.
Yeah, this is a really bad era. This is just their MAGA money hungry era. And it's not fun.
No, it's not fun. So
like, I want one WrestleMania because that, like, you're building up all year for this one thing.
And I want 1-night WrestleManias again.
I'm fine with the 2-night.
There's always one night That is just AS, for lack of a
That could
better
have been an
word.
email.
So we don't need 2 nights. Just make the one night just a banger night, and that's it.
I'm fine with them doing 2-night WrestleManias. The only catch I have to it is if you're going to do a 2-night WrestleMania, every single one of your other PLEs should be one night.
Yeah, agreed. SummerSlam does not need to be 2 nights, and I'm still frustrated about it.
That was an email. I don't care. Jesus. 2-night Money in the Bank? Bye.
Stop. I can't.
For what? They don't even make enough matches for the card. You're going to have 2 matches on one night, 2 on the other?
Yeah.
I can't.
But everyone, please go watch TripleMania this weekend. If not for WWE, for the Mexican promotion and to support Latino wrestlers, because they are important to wrestling. Like lucha is such an incredibly important part of wrestling as a whole. Mm-hmm. And for people who don't watch any lucha, you need to, because
start doing it.
It's just so iconic. They do the most insane, like, it's such a show. That I think that's the difference. I feel like WWE tries to be like serious, we're the best, whatever. And sometimes lucha is just like, we're gonna have 10 people in this match and we don't know who's legal, but we're just gonna do it and it's gonna be a good time. Like,
it's a spectacle.
Yes, it's a show.
Mm-hmm.
And that's what I'm here for.
Absolutely.
So go watch Natty and the Triple Threat for the Reina de Reinas Championship. Support the Irishman and the Latina in the match.
Go see Pin Balor. Pin Balor will be in the show.
Watch it for Mexico and for Lucha and for AAA, period. Just like Jonathan said.
Absolutely.
Well, thank you guys for hanging out with us. On this kind of chaotic, we're just talking about a lot of stuff in wrestling episodes. Like I said, make sure to subscribe if you haven't already. Hit that like button. Comment what you're looking forward to in this upcoming month in wrestling, whether it's Forbidden Door, AAA, Clash in Paris, all that good stuff. Oh, well,
I mean, those graphics have me dead. I just can't.
And make sure to follow us on Instagram and TikTok at Meet Us in the Ring. Maddie, take us out.
Logan Paul, you get a pass today.
Mm-hmm.
So Logan Paul, have an average day.
You stuck up for women one time, period. Bye, guys.